Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a different look. Yes, I love to be extra, and my extraness, my eccentricity. I don't know how you say it in English properly, but this is what makes me, and this is what makes me as an artist. Because, anyhow, anyhow, one of the things I want to speak about today is how me hosting those sip and paint here in Montreal actually changed my life. In a time where I had just um, dealt with an event where I almost lost my life when somebody tried to kill me. Um, that was also a way for me to distract me from all of the BS that I was dealing with, having a brighter side, seeing a brighter side to life, and keep pushing, or having something to keep pushing for, as I'm in a season of my life where I had lost my job but still was applying to new jobs, but at the same time I was pursuing my artistic endeavors and trying to produce more, building my inventory, and also building connection with people that would probably be interested in my artwork. And shout out to Jonathan and Loic for that. Those are friends of mine, acquaintances of mine, that saw the gift that I had, and they are in the event planning industry. And because they are in that industry, they wanted to give me a space for me to create something with a fellow artist that they knew. Shout out to Ozwa. And from that, the sip and paint started. um Ozwa had other endeavors, scholar endeavors, and had to leave the ship. But the ship kept rolling with me and the boys. Even though we stopped, I learned a lot. I learned to trust in my abilities. I learned to bet on myself. Not enough, like, not enough of us is betting on ourselves enough. And I think that's the issue. Yes, that's the issue. That's the issue. Bet on yourself. Understand who you want to be. Bet on your craft. Become through your art. Become through your skills. Become through understanding of T self. I don't know what your orientation is, but I don't know what your faith is. I don't know what your orientation is spiritually, but infuse your faith, your essence, your intuition through your art. And that's what I did. That's what I did. That's what I did. And that's what you need to do. Um, Take some time. Check out that YouTube video by Steve Harvey talking about like vision board or writing your 300 goals list. That's something I did like a couple of years ago, probably like 6, 7 years ago. I wrote a list of, I didn't go all the way through 300, but I think I arrived to 200 and something, 220 ish goals. I kept dreaming. I need to find this list, matter of fact, to see if I have accomplished some. And I probably did. Put your travel goals, your financial goals, love, family, all of them. They all need to be there, because who you are under all of these layers is the essence of what you will give back to the world, to the other interactions that you have with people, or that people can feel through you. Go on Google, type the 12 aspects of life, take a sheet of paper, and write three things that you would like to. First of all, that's what I did the first time. So, 12 aspects of life, you write them down, and then you rate yourself on how you feel you are, at what level you are in that specific aspect. So, in that aspect, for example, there's love, financials. Give yourself a grading out of 10, and then take a different sheet, write all those 12 aspects, and leave space for you to write three things that you would like to improve in each aspect. That's already 36 things. It goes fast, right? It grows fast. Now, out of those 36 things, you go on Pinterest. From Pinterest, you will go and select a picture that represent that exact sentence, that exact goal that you have for each category. So you need about 36 pictures. After those 36 pictures, I need you to take pictures of yourself. And then you're going to create different collage on your phone with each picture. So that way you can have them printed in smaller grade instead of the whole page for each picture. You're going to buy a poster board, and then you're going to glue all of these pictures as a towel. Okay? Make sure you print out a giant number for the year that you're doing the vision board for. And that way you can have it in the middle and then start building things around that middle. Have a quote. I always have a word that defines my year, or a word that defines the vision that I have or that I would like to have through all of the things that I will be adding. Now, try to find a few quotes. I would say about 12 quotes. Things that can really hold you down, things you really resonate with. That could be Bible verses. That could be lyrics to a song that really make you feel some kind of way. But be very, very careful and intentional. Words is Words have a vibration. The vibration has a frequency. The board that you're creating, you are setting the tone, you're setting the frequency of what you would like to do. As an artist having a vision, as an artist building a community, as an artist putting yourself out there, you need to understand the energy, the relationship between energy and frequency. Everything has a frequency, everything is energy. Emotion is energy in motion. That's why I pour my emotion onto the canvases, because that energy was in motion inside of me. Will I let it kill me? Will I let that emotion bottle up inside of me for me to feel bad? No. I put it back on the canvas. I feel it on the canvas. I might go back to that canvas and go back to that emotion that I felt then. But at the same time, it makes me understand that it's no longer inside of me and I had a place for me to pour it. People do that with journaling. I do that with art. And journaling is a form of art depending on how you're doing it, depending on if you're creative with it, right? Um, Let your creative self show out through your creation of your vision board. Your vision board is very important. I've had vision boards for all the previous years that I've had. Funny enough, I realized towards the end of 2025, I know all 2025 I didn't finish my vision board. I had printed everything. You know, the spirit of procrastination. Um, I print out everything, but I never really composed it. And as I was doing my 2026 vision board, I realized that 2024 as well, I didn't create a vision board. Did I let my life derail by not creating a vision board? No, it's just that I kind of kept the same vision that I had from 2020, my vision board from 2023. It had a lot of stuff that I didn't accomplish, and I ended up accomplishing a lot of them 2024, 2025, right? Uh, Renew your vision, renew you who you are, renew who you think you are, renew your understanding of who you are. Renew your perspective of you. Renew who you think you are. Renew your energy. Renew your frequency. Fine tune your frequency. Fine tune your frequency. Fine tune your artwork. Remember in the previous video, I told you I was coaching one or two different creatives, and um, a tip that I give one of them is to fine tune the craft that they have. What do I mean by that? Is to fine tune the basics. What do I mean by that? I remember when I used to be actively trading forex, because I love the financial industry as well as an artist. um, when I was doing forex, sometimes every time that I used to get stuck at a certain level, one thing I learned from the academy: go back to the basics. Sometimes you need to go back to the basics to realize that there was something that you missed, or to realize that there was something that you need to work on, or there was something that you needed to remaster your skills, remaster the basics for you to be able to grow faster, for you to be able to evolve, for you to be able to do the things that you need to do. All right, right. So if we really want to go back to um how the sip and paint changed my relationship with art, it made me see that I can really create a space for others. It made me see that I can utilize the skills, the craft that I have, for me to show others that they're not bad. They're, it's not that you're bad. You probably don't know the basics for you to create something great. One thing I told all of the people who bought a ticket to the Sip and Paint is, it's not that you suck as an artist. You probably don't really know what color complements other colors. For example, we know orange and blue complement each other. Oh my god, I'm toned up. Oh, all right. Yes, we already know that orange and blue complement each other, but then that lime kind of goes together. And as you're creating, you're testing. As you're creating, you're being an adventurous person. Or as you're creating, you're trying to create constraint so you can see what you can create through the constraint, because sometimes life creates limitations, but it is what you do with the limitations, or in the premises of what you can do, that shows you how much of a creative person, or how much of um dedicated, not just dedicated, but you understand what I mean, right? Yes, I know you do. You do. That space that I created for others, I know I got some people starting on their creative journey. Some people were like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I was able to do something that nice." Yes, you are. You just have to believe in you. You are. You're great. You can. You just need to know the basics. You're trying. For example, I also gave a couple of classes, like solo classes with people, and they're like, "Oh my god, I would like to do some of the things that you do." I'm like, the basics. You understand the basics. You would like. What would you like to draw? I would like to draw a female figure. Okay, from the front, from the back. I think from the back. That'll be easier. Less details. Alright, no worries. So as we're constructing the woman, we know the upper body is a mini triangle. The lower body has to be another triangle like this. So if she has a shape, in order for you to create the legs towards the bottom of the knee, you create another triangle down, and you create like a tiny other losange. How do you say losange in English? My French side is coming out. But you understand what I mean. Sometimes you just need the shapes for you to see. But you need to have the vision for you to understand, or for you to recognize the shapes. You need to know what you're looking for. You need to have a clear vision. Habakkuk 2:2 from the video I told you to go watch from Steve Harvey is, write the vision and make it clear so who runs to it. Write the vision and make it plain, make it clear, so who runs to it can understand and can see your vision. Essentially, that's what I got from the text. So, with my vision board, I made the vision and I made it clear. When I told you to take some pictures of yourself for you to put in your vision board is your life artwork. Your life is your masterpiece. You are another masterpiece, part of the masterpiece work that you're trying to create. The impact that you have on the society is the cultural impact that you yourself, the art, the piece, is having on society. So, knowing that, what are you going to do? Knowing that, what are you going to do? Feel yourself. Sit down in silence. Understand who you are to the core. There are people who are artists, they don't know they are artists. There's performance art, there's visual art, there's audible art, there's structures. I recently got into like pottery class from time to time. I would like to do more of that actually. Um, to create more, to do more, to be more. And I do believe that you can do that as well. Believe in your craft. Believe that you can change the not the people around you, but you can change society through your skills. And don't be scared of being seen. Don't be scared of putting yourself out there or to talk to others about the things that you would like to accomplish. You are you, and you're fabulous if you tell yourself that. You gotta heal if you don't believe all of what I just said. Okay? All right. Love you.